Alright, good morning everyone. Welcome back to the class. We are now learning stationary stuff. Okay, for the first thing, we have this is called files. Files is like where you stuff your paperwork or maybe a letter, and basically files is basically to store all of your papers. Moving on to the next, we have ring binder. Ring binder is like it's like some kind of books where you usually for us Indonesian students, we use a ring binder to write anything random, like maybe our thoughts, or maybe we write poems, or maybe to take notes on the class. And also the culture here in Indonesia, we usually trade our papers, because in the papers there are like maybe Bobo Boy themes papers and maybe princess themed papers. So we trade with each other to make our binder more colorful. And then we have folders. Folders is basically the big brother for files, because with folders we can store other things than paper, but also in the folders we can store files. And then next we have paper clips. Paper clips is when you have like a two-page letter, but you also don't want to staple it, so you don't want to glue it or staple it, so you use paper clips. And also paper clips can also be used in multiple occasions. So I think paper clip is really multifunctional. Moving on to post-it. Post-it is it actually doesn't have a real name. Post-it is a company name, but all people call it post-it. It was used to making notes without making. It used to make notes without making a mess in the book, or maybe if you want to make a note in the wall, so you don't have to write it on the wall itself. You can use post-it and then just stamp it on the wall or inside the book. And then we have multiple types of writing accessories. We have a fountain pen, pencil, ballpoint, highlighter, and marker, and all of those have different meanings. Yeah. Fountain pen is actually is like a fancier type of pen. So the ink is literally dripping from the tip, from the nib. And then we have pencil, which was we all know what pencil is. It's used to write, and we can erase it. And pencil is made from, I think, some kind of charcoal and some mineral. And then we have ballpoint, is the fancy name for pen. We call it ballpoint because on the tip of a pen there is a ball to distribute the ink. And then we have highlighter. Highlighter is for if you wanna highlight an important phrase or an important word on your book. Then we have marker. It is to write on the writing board. And then moving on, we have maybe from here we have staple remover. This is very uncommon here in Indonesia. I don't see this often. The staple remover is basically from the name itself. It's used to remove the staple from staple paper. And then we have here the stapler itself. It is used to staple the papers and the staples. The staples is like the ammunition for the stapler. Then we have pencil sharpener, and the name itself, as already explained, it used to sharpen the pencil because the pencil gradually will become dull and hard to use. And we have notebook. We all know notebook for writing and maybe drawing. We have notepad, which is basically the little brother for notebook. And then we have clipboard. Clipboard is is a board, and you can put your papers on the board. And we have card catalog. This is usually used in like a company where you can put your business card. And correction fluid. We call it tip X in here, which is for it is not erasing, but like to cover up the writing from a ballpoint, because an ink cannot be erased. And then an eraser, which is to erase a writing from a pencil. Push pins is basically safe nails to maybe if you wanna stick stuff on the wall, stick like a paper. And thumbtacks it's not really common in stationery. We want to rubber bands is to like we all know rubber bands is to tie things easier. And we have ruler is to measure things, and usually it usually comes in centimeter and inches. And also glue is to glue two things down, is to stick two things down and the two things will not go apart. And then tape dispenser. I never know it was called tape dispenser. And tape dispenser is like where you can use the tape easier rather than use your teeth or maybe use your scissors. And an envelope is a media to send messages in paper. Rubber stamp is to also, and as the name itself, rubber stamp is to stamp thing, but it's made with rubber. And this punch thing is to make a hole in your paper. And then the last one is calculator, to calculate everything that is need to be calculated. Well, I think that's all, and now we are moving on to the quiz.
Yeah, you can, up to you, you can choose or
maybe I will choose some of you guys to make a sentence or make a condition where we use all of this, not all, maybe a few from this dictionary. Okay, I think I will choose. The first is Mirza, Ananda Dwi Mirza. Please make a condition or a phrase from this vocabulary.
which one maybe?
Yeah, which one? Oh,
I think you can choose it yourself.
yesterday I used calculator to do the exam.
Okay, I think that's good. That's a good
The function. Check the function.
And also, what's the function of the calculator?
To do math.
To the math.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a
One of
that's
of
one
it.
of the function, and that's pretty good answer also. And moving on, we maybe the our Karawang friend
Woi, Bardi.
Genta. Please make a phrase from one of these stationery.
I using notepad for notes activity
Okay.
for today.
Yeah, I can take that as an answer. And also explain what's the function for a notepad. Notepad is used for
For notes. For mencatat note kan?
yeah.
For writing notes or
For notes.
Okay, that's okay. I'll take that. I'll take that. Okay. And for maybe the last person,
that's it.
Dimas, can you make a sentence or a phrase
What's the
from this stationery?
Huh?
Make a sentence from this vocabulary.
Maybe pencil.
Okay, pencil. You can make a sentence.
I have pencil and I use that every in every class. No, in every RPL.
Okay.
This subject.
Okay, that's a pretty good answer. And also, I want you to explain what's a pencil. What's the function of a pencil?
We can write in the book and we can make a good image, or we can make one time with pencil. We can make home maybe with pencil.
Okay, that's a pretty good answer.
Thank you, sir.
Alrighty, guys. Alrighty, kids. I think that's all for today's class. And thank you for listening. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.